Global Banking and Finance Review Awards reflect the innovation, achievement, strategy, progressive and inspirational changes taking place within the global financial community. The awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes, prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. This time, we are pleased to offer an award to OmniBSIC Bank in Ghana. Headquartered in Accra and with branches across the nation, OmniBSIC has become one of the most successful banking mergers in Ghana and has become a bigger and stronger bank with 14 affiliates across Africa. Global Banking is pleased to award OmniBSIC an award for Best Corporate Bank Ghana 2025. CEO of OmniBSIC is Daniel Asiedu, who after a busy year was able to visit us here in London to receive this latest award. Daniel Asiedu, welcome back to London. Lovely to see you again. And congratulations on your award-winning success, Global Banking and Finance's Best Corporate Bank of Ghana 2025. We'll talk a little bit about that in a moment, if we may. In the first instance, though, is it all right if I ask you a little bit about the history of the bank, OmniBSIC? How did it come about and how did it develop the way it is today?
Thank you very much, Phil. Good to see you again. Thank you so very much. It's very simple. OmniBSIC Bank was formed out of two relatively unknown small banks during the banking consolidation in Ghana about 5-6 years ago. And that's when the bank was birthed. And since then, the bank has transformed. Of course, cultural change, new staff infusion, ensuring that we have the right systems and structures in place. And that has really propelled the bank to where it is today, and everybody's talking about the bank in Ghana, OmniBSIC Bank. And that's why we say we are not just another bank, because that slogan has even propelled us to be different in the market. So that's it.
And you mentioned just another bank. Is there a lot of competition in Ghana regarding banking?
Yeah, the banking landscape in Ghana is quite competitive. We have about 23 banks, and there are banks that have been in the system for over 100 years. And so if we are about 6 years, then you agree with me that we are facing a lot of competition. But for me, competition is good. It brings out the best in us, and it's made us who we are today. And that's why we are winning awards all over the place, including one from Global Banking and Finance Award. This is about the third one we are winning from you. And thank you very much for recognizing our effort in Ghana.
Well, as you say, it's quite a success story. How would you describe your leadership style, and indeed what principles guided your decision-making both presently and in the past?
I would describe myself as a transformational leader who believes strongly in, influencing and empowering individuals, the team, to achieve extraordinary results. And by so doing, I make sure that I share the vision with them. I get them to buy into it. I empower them, and then I make sure that beyond even empowering, they come out. They are innovative and creative in the way we do things. That ensures that we are different from the rest. And of course, in doing that, I also ensure that, of course, the team is well taken care of. And so I would describe myself as a transformational leader, because I believe it's all about the result, but then you are going to use people to get the result, to influence them positively to get the result. When it comes to my decision making, there are a couple of things that guide me, but I'll summarize them into 4 R's. So I'm talking about the results, the resources, the restrictions, and the risk. Results, because every decision must have an end product. And you are making the decision because you have an end product in mind. And so my decision is influenced by the type of result I'm trying to achieve. Resources, because most organizations have a resource restriction. And so you have to make the decision within the resources available to you. And then restrictions, because beyond even the resources that you have, there are other restrictions imposed. Some could be external that are not under your control. And so you have to look at all that in making the decision. And then finally, the risk. Every decision has its risk associated with it. So you weigh the risk and ask yourself which is the best alternative. So those are the 4 R's that in sum guides my decision making. Thank you.
Well, decision making is important, as you say. What would you say are the key milestones that OmniBSIC's achieved in the past year and how that's shaped your growth strategy.
Thank you very much. We had set a growth strategy to make sure that we were in tier 4 band of the banking of the banks in Ghana, and we told ourselves, well, look, we want to move to a tier 3, and I'm glad to say that we are in tier 3, preparing to move into tier 2. We are growing very fast. Last year we doubled our profit. We had a growth of about, we more than doubled our profit because the growth was about 109% in profitability. Our balance sheet grew by about close to 70%, 67% thereabout. We won many awards. When you put all this together, for us, we are excited because the past year has been quite exciting. The brand is very strong in Ghana. If you arrive in Ghana, and I'm sure before you leave the airport, you will see the presence of OmniBSIC everywhere. Customers have come to accept the brand. Customers have come to appreciate the brand, that it is unique. Even the regulators and government itself is proud about the achievement the bank has shown in the last 1 year. And so we think that last year has been phenomenal. And I can tell you that this year has started very well. We made huge profit. Last year we doubled it, but it looks like this year we're even going to soar. So far I think it's been very good, and we're excited.
And of course, as you well know, technical operations within banking anywhere around the world have changed hugely in recent years. How would you say OmniBSIC is actually using digital transformation, to use that phrase, to enhance banking for your own customers?
Businesses that are leveraging on technology are far ahead of those who are not. And in the banking industry, if you don't leverage on technology, you'll be left behind. And I am glad to say that when it comes to technology or technological advancement, we are at the forefront as a bank. We have many channels that we use to serve customers. And so virtually and electronically, a lot of platforms have been provided for customers. So our internet banking is one of the best. You can sit at the comfort of your office or your home or wherever and do banking. The only thing you can do is to take physical cash from the bank, but other than that, you can do everything banking. We have, of course, mobile banking, which we launched not too long ago. And the mobile banking, with just your telephone, your handset, your cell phone, call it any name, you can do many things just at the touch of a button, irrespective of where you are in the world. Of course, we use other electronic means, virtual means, to communicate with customers. By the way, we are unique in the way we serve our customers because we attach a relationship manager to every customer. And that relationship manager is supposed to understand your business, understand you, and on the basis of that, we develop products to suit you. So our products are not, generic, but they are specific to your needs. And so we do that. Of course, the telephone calls, we have a lot of platforms that we use to support businesses. So if you have a business that generates, that requires people to pay a lot on, that we provide platform for you. There are many other things, of course, the ATM, the POS and all that. So in terms of technology, we are doing very well. And of course, not too long ago, we also looked into the area of AI and big data. And that's because we want to understand customers better. And so at the various touch points, these systems are infused into those platforms to make sure that we understand the customer better so that we can serve him or her better.
So technically then you're pretty well developed. However, it doesn't necessarily always aid you when it comes to the problems and challenges of the economic markets around the world. And they're in the news all the time at the moment. How would you say OmniBSIC is helping businesses and individuals stay, well, financially resilient, actually manage to handle all these dramatic changes?
Definitely. I mean, worldwide, most economies are challenged, and irrespective of where you are, I believe people are going through a lot, and it's not just even in Ghana. I believe in the UK here as well. And so we as a bank have always told ourselves that we are not just, when we have customers, it's not just banking relationship that we have, but we think it's a partnership. When you do well, we do well. And so whatever we can do to help, we do that. And so beyond the various platforms I've talked about, of course, instead of funding, in terms of financial advisory services, in terms of, wanting technical advice, anything that we think we can do to help you, we do. And that is what we have done. We have Post-COVID, we had to relax a few of our requirements to be able to support customers better, arising from where we have all come from. And so these are things that we have done, and we studied every business to see how we can help.
Let's actually look also a little bit, Daniel, at sustainability and the initiative of that. I mean, can you share with us a recent CSR or sustainability initiative that has made a real impact as far as you were concerned?
Thank you, Phil, once again. Well, again, when it comes to sustainability, we believe that our environment must be safe. And so whatever we do, our activities of our customers must support and promote sustainability. And so our lending to our financial activities with our customers has to be eco-friendly, very important. Our internal operations has to also be eco-friendly as well. And so when it comes to paper and generation of waste and all that, we are quite mindful. Paperless activities and all that. Beyond that, we recently partnered with Ghana Airport, and we provided them with segregated waste bins to make sure that waste is properly managed, and that also promotes sustainability. We also partnered with the Environmental Protection Agency, which is a government agency in Ghana, and to ensure that people have used plastic waste just once, and then thereafter is gotten rid of, all ensuring their sustainability. When you come to the office itself, it is mandatory twice a week, I beg your pardon, staff exercise. And so we have instructors who come in, and then we all come out to change into our outfit, our gym outfit, and then we exercise the body because we believe in promoting good health amongst us. And quarterly, we organize the health walk. We had the last one about two weeks ago, and it was very successful. The most successful in Ghana. I'm proud to say it's the most successful. We have over 4,000 people coming to participate in that. And all this is to ensure that, beyond even the activities we do, we encourage sustainability, we encourage people's health and all that. And we believe it's making strong impact in Ghana.
It's a shame you didn't do any exercises before this interview, but it's fascinating to hear. Anyway, looking ahead to the future then, OmniBSIC, what are your top priorities, would you say, for the coming months and years? Well,
for us, we want to be the bank of choice, and we want to be unique in everything we do. Arising from that means that there are stakeholders who have interest in the bank, and so there are internal stakeholders and there are external stakeholders. I start with the internal or staff and shareholders, and so in the coming year or coming years, we want to make sure that the bank we have provides the best working environment for people to thrive in, because when people are doing well, they'll give you the output you want. And so we want to make sure our staff are very happy, remuneration, culture and everything, they're happy working with us. We want to be an employer of choice. Secondly, also, of course, for shareholders, we want to make sure that we give them very good returns for the monies they have given us to trade with. Externally, we want to make sure that we have regulatory compliance at all times. We want to make sure that we serve our customers the best, want to exceed the expectation. And so we are investing in technology plus other systems to make sure that we deliver products that will blow their mind. So in the coming years, of course, we want to make sure that in all that we do, anybody who interact with us is very happy doing whatever he or she has to do with us.
Well, I look forward to you coming back and telling us more as time goes on. In the meantime, Daniel Asiedu from OmniBSIC Bank, congratulations on your award-winning success, and thank you for coming to London to talk to us today.
Thank you, Philip, for having me here. Thank you.